Look at that. Look at that. Look. Been trying to get a hold of this copy. You heard me. I've been look at it. Look at it. Tropical carrot smoothie alone, man, is what has gotten me. Welcome everyone to Tap In Wellness, to bring on a brother, a friend, a wonderful cat that is doing some tremendous things in this community. And I can go on talking about this brother for hours, man. And I want to introduce you to Sous Chef Jackson. What is up, brother? How you doing today?
Peace. How you doing, H, man? Appreciate the opportunity to come on the show, man.
Oh, man, this is nothing, man. I mean, the fact that you and your team had some time for me when I reached out to you guys, man, and y'all was able to block away time so fast, man. I mean, I'm honored to be a part of your time. I mean, just to be honest, man.
No problem, man.
Just get into it, man. Take 5. What brought about this cookbook?
Take 5 been in the making for about maybe a year and some change. I recently just left the Hilton Corporation. Was there for 17 years.
Wow, okay.
You know how corporate world is in that kitchen, and work in front of the house and back of the house, and a lot of things I do outside of the kitchen. And one of the things was this cookbook I was working on, and I decided just to pull the trigger, man. You know, my mom was always a big supporter of me. She like, son, just do it, or just do what you want to do. And this is one of the first goals that I reached. I think I stopped work June the 30th.
Oh, man, okay.
Book up within 2 or 3 weeks. After that, I had all the key components, and I just went ahead and put it together, man, and got it self-published. Right now it's available on Amazon for paperbacks, and also Amazon Kindle right now.
Wow. And you know we will always leave that description in the show notes, man, so everybody can click that link and go and get your copy of Take 5. And for one, thank you for sending it over to me, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a copy right here. This official copy is right here. And just looking through this book, man, and seeing how you took 5 and 8 ingredients and you made over 50 recipes with 8 ingredients. And I think that is huge, brother. And what made you choose the amount of ingredients for each recipe?
When I was doing this, H-Man, I really took the time. So let me break down Take 5. You know, as being the chef in the kitchen, or just somebody with a busy life, you know, sometimes you got to take time for yourself. So, you know, being a chef, sometimes you got to take 5 minutes. You sit in the corner, you know, sometimes, you know, in that world, you scarfing the food down fast. And
man, talk about it.
It's been them days. I know you've been there. You know, down in the corner in the kitchen, like, let me hurry up and just get this down. You know, we got an event going, or, you know, busy restaurant. But you know, as we get older, and even to the young people now, sometimes you need to take some time to yourself, and you know, a peace and quiet, or just a mental break, or just block everything out. Me dealing with diabetes now lately, on this journey, I had to find something that was quick and easy to make.
Yeah.
You know, with my journey in life, but also getting into the healthy aspect, besides these processed foods and stuff. Just doing my research, is thinking, you know, people always say, oh, I can't eat healthy, you know, it's expensive, or it takes too long to prep. This book right here will help you curve the ball with that, where it's easy prep, have it for a few days if need be, or if it's just you know, it's a small amount that you can prep and have it for yourself on the go.
You hit it on the head with taking time, man. Self-care is the best care you can have. And being in that kitchen, we know that self-care is on the furthest back burner that we can think of sometimes, man.
It is, man. It is. Even for myself on your journey, you know, even now, like an everyday struggle. You know, I'm learning every day. I'm building every day. You know, recently been back in the gym.
I see you in there too, bro. I see you. Salute to you. Salute to you. Be great, man.
It's easy just to say, oh, let me stop at the McDonald's. Let me stop at the cookout. As we talked before offline, you know, everything is on this phone now. So I just like, you know what, right now I'm just about to order a triple X pizza, hit the button, and it's on the way. You know, it's just some things that we need to break down, you know, get yourself in a situation where you building onto your life. You know, we're not taking
Absolutely.
this away from our life. You know, and a lot of these things they put in these food is eliminating life. You know, to be honest.
It's all for convenience, man. I
Yeah,
mean, there's so
yeah.
many things that we will learn if we just take a 5-minute break, man. Look at the back of the ingredients label, or instead of frying the food, because you know, man, being in the kitchen, man, it's the easiest thing to have is fried food in the
Oh,
moment if you're gonna
oh,
eat
yeah.
lunch.
That's the biggest thing in any restaurant right now. You know,
Absolutely.
it's a signature dish. Oh, we just gonna fry this. We just gonna fry
Absolutely.
it, and we're gonna put it on the menu for $20, and they're gonna come get it. You know, it's so many things, man. I was just looking last night. I follow a couple people on TikTok, and this guy
Okay.
down in South Carolina, and he had this big fryer he built, you know, in his yard. And my man had the place going with the fried deep ribs. I was like, look at this here.
Fried deep
He was
ribs.
frying them bad boys up too.
Wow.
And nothing wrong with indulging, but you know, sometimes you just gotta put you on the right path and just go for what you know.
Absolutely, man. And that's where moderation comes in,
Yes.
because you can still, man, living this life, man, it's so unrealistic to say that we're supposed to block out everything that we are accustomed to eating, we grew up eating, or we enjoy eating. But
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you just take on the life of moderation, enjoy those indulgences and don't look at it as a cheat meal, but it now will be your treat because you are doing more good than bad. You're being more active throughout your lifestyle. You are incorporating the recipes from this Take 5 cookbook. So when you want to eat a slice of pizza, or you want to eat that donut or a piece of cake or whatever, you won't feel guilty because you know all the good you put in your body throughout the day and throughout the week. Out of the recipes that you put in here and how you've been able to like lay the recipes out the way you have, you really set the tone for self-care and promoting yourself and pushing health on your body the right way and telling people that, hey, it's not about having all the time in the world, man. We know life is fast. Within these recipes, you have created convenience on the health side, man. And I think that is genius to create, man, outside of the tropical carrot smoothie, which we're going to talk about in a minute, man, because that thing is.
Go for your suntan in the summer sun. If you want bleach, go back home. Go for your umbrella. Bringing it up, so the book is diabetes friendly, tasteful, major flavors. That's why I put so many here, because when people try to get on this journey of this healthy walk of life, you know, it's so many products you can buy that's on that level, but there's so many things you can make that's on that level. So I wanted to give a wide range. A lot of things when people don't understand, they are turned away from it. Like, you know what? I just can't do it. You know, I'm done, and that's it. But no, let's make it easy for you. Let's make it workable for you. Let's make it tasteful for you. I want to put it right in front of the people.
I mean, and I think you've done that perfectly, brother. I really enjoyed this book, man. I think everybody that has a copy has thoroughly enjoyed it. And the people that will buy a copy after this video is going to do that as well. Have to pick up a copy of Take 5, man. This thing is amazing, man. I can't wait for y'all to get a copy. Like, if you had any one recipe to impress somebody with, what would be that one like hitter in the book that you want to showcase?
One thing in the book, if I really had to impress somebody, I would say the tropical carrot smoothie. You know, as a kid growing up, man,
I knew it.
I really like carrots. When I came up with the recipe, a lot of these things came from working in the industry. One time we had an event going on. We just had a bunch of carrots left over. And these people, they wanted some type of smoothie. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to buy no products. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel or nothing like that. I actually made the carrot juice from scratch when we went into the situation at the event. But as in the book, you know, I put up there, you can buy a carrot juice. A lot of people don't have the equipment to make it. And that's one thing I did for the convenience in this book. a lot of these healthier products you can just buy, or if you know how to make it yourself, you can make it yourself.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it came out wonderful, man. And it's one of the things is like I want something sweet, but healthy, and people don't know that carrot juices, carrots are naturally sweet. So I had someone hit me in my DM the other day about the blueberry ice cream. It was like, oh, I didn't know you could make ice cream with cottage cheese. Yeah, So that's one of the components to that recipe. Basis cottage cheese and that ice cream. But that's something late night sweet that you can have that won't affect you as much.
I mean, it's so crazy because people outside of the culinary world think that if you're in culinary, you're supposed to know everything culinary.
You know everything,
and
man. I'm still learning today. We talking about
100%. 20 years in, brother. You and I, man, have been in this game, man. And we're still learning, man. And that's the mark of a true student of the game, man, because it's not meant for us to know everything. And when I read that ice cream, that blueberry ice cream, man, it blew me away. Man, that's such a easier take on making ice cream. You just refreeze it. It just blew my mind, man. I thought that was so cool, bro. And you are showing people that you don't have to have a culinary degree. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to do any of that, man. All you have to do is just think outside the box a little bit and then apply yourself and read the instructions because there's only 8 ingredients.
Funny thing with the ice cream situation, when I was making that recipe, I just so happened to be somewhere else, and that's all they had in their refrigerator was most of those ingredients, and that was the fruit they had was fresh blueberries. So that's how that made it into the book. I mean, if they would have had strawberries, that probably would have been the strawberries there. Or if they would have had, peaches or something. Whatever fruit was there, that's what went in there.
I love that, man. I love that. And that's what it's all about, man. Improvising, man. Like music. I mean, you are so musically inclined with that, and you have your level of improvisation when you just have to just go into see some ingredients, see what you have in front of you, and make magic. We grew up, I know I grew up, my mother did that every day she could. You know what I'm saying? We had what we had in the refrigerator is what we had in the refrigerator. We didn't have the ability to get on the phone because I didn't have a phone back then. I mean, I ain't gonna tell my age, but we didn't have that ability to get on the phone, order something, and get it delivered. We didn't live that lifestyle back in the day. At least I know I didn't.
These kids these days, and even adults, we just in a technology world, man, where that can hinder you a little bit by just picking up the phone and not taking the extra 5 steps to go to the mailbox or to walk to the corner store or to go support your local venue in your area. You just hit the button and it's expensive too. People don't know, but you're paying for the convenience. You're paying the delivery fee. You're paying the fee for the app. You're paying the fee for the driver. You're paying the fee for the store packing up your bags. Just recently, I've been traveling, man, doing private dinners. I've been in D.C., New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Wow. Up in the tri-state area right now, you have to buy bags. There's no plastic bags. You have to, when you buy your groceries, you either bring your fabric bags with you or you pay for them from the store, or you just going to carry your groceries to your car with your hands.
Whoa. Things have changed, man. That's absolutely insane, brother. I mean,
the way I got there, and the lady said, "You don't have bags?" I said, "Nah, you don't have bags." She said, "You must not be from around here."
The realm of talking about Take 5, man, you are giving people an option, and you are telling people that, hey, you can continue to do that, but we can provide convenience for you, and it's not going to take so much time. It's not going to kill your pockets, and it's going to show you a different way of living that's going to be healthier. So all people want are options, man. I mean, at the end of the day, they want to know what options they can choose because they want to feel like they're in control as a consumer and the buyer.
No, this is just the beginning, and I wanted to give a wide range of different things. There might be a part 2 in the making or a special edition. Somebody. I got more smoothie recipes, more smoothie ideas. Someone asked like, "Oh, I just want to, I want to taste more smoothies." So, it might be something on the back burner, soon to come that we're working on over here in the office.
saw the cover of the book, man, and you have Fat Boy spices and seasonings. What is that?
Yeah,
Talk to me about your
yeah.
season line.
So as I was working in the corporate world, past 4 or 5 years, I developed a seasoning company, Fat Boy Seasoning. So
Okay. Okay.
that's just something I was, when people like, oh, chef, how you spice that up? How you season that? One time, a lady asked her job, like, I want you to sell me some seasoning from the kitchen. I'm like, what you mean? She's like, that barbecue chicken you made the other day, I just need that seasoning. So what I did was, man, I found a vendor and
Okay.
just came out with it, man. So what I did was I tried to be different. I didn't want a regular seasoning shaker at the time, and I did my research and see how I can do it fresh and ship it. And Fat Boy Seasoning came, man. I actually designed the logo myself. For people that don't know the book, I designed it from front to back myself. So I did all the graphics. I did all my pictures
Wow. Okay.
in-house, except for the recipe pictures. I did reach out to a company so I could get a high-grade solution of pictures.
Okay.
And they actually did those for me. But I'm a one-stop shop. I try to do everything myself in-house and take the time and put out a great quality product with anything I do. First seasoning was called Chicken Day. Thing is about Chicken Day, I went back to the HBCU days. If you don't know about
Wow.
that, you need to
Wow.
Google and look that up.
Okay.
They say all the flavor in the world of the culinary came from our people.
Yeah.
Uh,
Absolutely.
look what we did the oxtails. They didn't want that back in the day. We took that
Yeah.
and made that flavorful. So a lot of things that they gave, took a lot of the trash that they gave us, and we put it together. And that's one thing else I've been writing notes down and working on. I want to take what they consider the trash things and make them healthier. I had recently, when I was doing my research, I had run across a soul food book. I can't recall it right now, but people might don't like it, but it was all vegan soul food.
A lot of people aren't on that yet, man, but here in Charlotte, man, it's huge. You know what I'm
Oh man,
saying? So
here in Charlotte, hey, listen here, man, you might get mobbed with a rib in your
yeah,
hand down
yeah,
there. Made the mac and cheese in there.
absolutely.
It was pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't taste the difference, man. Like,
Yeah.
besides the more cheesiness, because I know what it tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
It was
I mean,
good.
when we really take away and pull back like the industry standard and what we are being shown every single day on social media, on the fast food restaurants or fast food commercials show their promotions 100 times a day.
Yes.
When we go to the grocery store, we shop down those aisles.
Mm-hmm.
About 90% of those things are man-made substances, and
Yes.
which
Yes.
are so detrimental to our health. So take a take 5 moment and really just look for things that are naturally produced, because it's still in the grocery store. We just have to now take an extra moment to find it. We have to look for it. Just taking a take 5 moment, man, and just making sure that we are putting the right things in our bodies are huge.
It doesn't happen overnight,
No.
You've been putting stuff in your body for so long. It's just like somebody recovering from any addiction. You have
Absolutely.
to wean your body off it. Your body has to break down certain things, and for you to sustain to where you need to be at. So it might take you 30 days to wing off some weight. It might take you 60 days to wing the weight off, or 90 days. And just for things like his, like I'm on these medications they gave me. I've been looking for natural substance too as well. But your body has to get adjusted to these medications that they give you. I mean, you gotta remember these medications is man-made as well.
Absolutely.
So I'd rather not take it, but if it's something that's going to help me boost to this journey of healthiness, you have to do what you have to do so I can be around to talk about it, to give my testimony and let people know what's going on and how they can do it. And maybe along the way, I think a faster way or a better way to put you in a situation to where you can be and live life.
That is such a beautiful way and outlook of looking at of anything in life, man, of just trying to find our way to do it as healthy as we possibly can. It takes time to really educate yourself, not solely go on convenience, because convenience is cool sometimes, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's really to our detriment. Know you have some funny stories, man. I know that has to be. I know I have 100 of them. So I know you have some stories in that kitchen, man, that added to the book. What was it like?
One of the things you do, when you're going around and you're in the industry, you get busy days, man. A story I can recall, I think we had about 3 or 4 banquets going on at the time, and it was circling back around to the carrot smoothie situation, where
Okay.
one of the things is, oh, we need a smoothie right now. That's what they want. Like, when did this come about? Like, this wasn't on the paperwork. Like, this was
Okay.
from the CEO. Like, what's going on? And like I said, we had the carrots right there, and my boss at the time, man, he just oversees the building. He wasn't a big culinary background, and he always coming to offer help. And that day, like, he came in like, "Oh, you need any help?" And usually I just shoo him away, and always
Absolutely.
appreciate him trying to offer. But it was sometimes like, you're in a way more than trying to help. And that day I put him to work. I said, "You know what? I got something for you today." I gave him that pill and told him, "Get that pill." By the time he was done, he was dripping sweat. I said,
Oh man.
yeah, he ain't gonna ask nobody to help no more for a couple of weeks, maybe a month or two. But the job got done. He stepped in. We got the job done, and we made it happen. It's always a will and a way in that kitchen to make things happen. Outside of the kitchen, this is my word. I deal with music, and I was at a studio session. I usually cook for him. And one day I just woke up and I was like, you know what? I want to make some gumbo. Went to
Okay.
the store, got everything. It was like several producers and stuff coming through the studio. We had the kitchen in the studio. I just made the gumbo, man, as the time went. And one of the producers that was there from the beginning, he had just said, "Man, I'm getting real hungry." And I was
Yeah.
like, the gumbo was almost right there. So I just made him a quick little bowl and I took it to him. And we all just went about our business, what we all was doing and working on. And about 15, 20 minutes down, he just bust out like, like, this gumbo changed my life. And everybody just like bust out laughing because
Oh
at the
man.
time somebody was recording and he just
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, we ain't recording, bro. And he like, the gumbo changed his life, man.
That's awesome.
That's one funny story I will remember probably for the rest of my life. I never had somebody say that they ate something from me that changed their life, man.
And that's the joy of creating, man. Because
Yeah.
in that aspect, man, we are all artists in our own right, and
Mm-hmm.
to be able to provide something that somebody else can enjoy, be it music, art, be food, anything, man. It's a beautiful like hug to our soul, man, because it's a
Yes.
gift that God has given us. Has given us the ability to create something and provide it to somebody else, man, and that's huge. I love even more that you have music in the cookbook. One thing that really stuck out to me was how you have links and QR codes in every recipe.
One thing about Ace, even with your brand, promotion is everything. As you can see, my hats
Yeah,
here,
absolutely.
seasoning, everything is repetitive for people to see and see. I could have just put the QR code on one page, but I wanted to put it on every page for the people to see. And these playlists that I curated for Apple Music and Spotify, 90% of the artists there are local artists right here from Charlotte.
Wow.
Right in the Carolina area that I have either dealt with or ran across with in some personal way. Like, I can really have access to them. And it's all different kind of genres, just like the recipe is for all different people. So
Yeah.
I wanted to put all different type of music on these playlists and put it together. One of the artists we can highlight is Harvey Cummins.
Oh, Harvey, I got salute.
Wonderful jazz player here in the Carolina area, born and raised. That's where I
Absolutely.
got the name Chicken Day from one of his last projects, and him introducing me to that type of life and where that came from. And when I did the promotion for Chicken Day, he was the face of it for when I promoted it. So just putting it on everything. I mean, Yeah, say chicken day, but you put it on seafood, you put it on beef, you put it on seafood, on vegetables. But it's about a better life, basically. We could take it to hip hop. I manage artist J. Devon Harris, which is my business partner in a lot of my ventures and things like that. And when I play the role, true hip hop head. So I did a thing called Rose Petals seasoning special edition with him, where it basically was using the hibiscus flower, from the islands and using it to better yourself. When he go in the studio, he used to drink hot water or hot tea. So we put the hibiscus powder, the rose petal powder down in there and give it a little bit of flavor, natural earthly flavor when he drink his tea or his water.
Oh man, that's awesome, man. And shout out to Jay, man, because I think he has a documentary out now too. I thought I saw something about a documentary he has out too, don't he?
A documentary called Asset Allocations. Basically, finances of your life. Same thing right now, we promoting health and wealth, where I want to enjoy life. I encourage everybody that's watching this, or when I run across them, get a passport. There's a lot of places you can go for the low and you think is expensive and it's really not. Go enjoy food at other places. That's what I've been doing, man, the past 3 or 4 months, man. I've been on these boats. I've been on these planes. I'm just outside, man, traveling the world. I just want to live life and make a living. I could go and be a food critic, and I could have pulled out my camera every 5 minutes, and record it. But I just wanted to enjoy and eat food, man.
If you really just look at life, man, it's really very simple to be happy. And just think back before we went to school, man, before we went to JWU, 2004. Well, we didn't have Facebook. Like Facebook wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Social media wasn't really that big of a thing. It wasn't it. I mean, and like we had to be in the know where that person was, and we know where they at. We couldn't just look and like stalk their account.
In our era, we come from the same era. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Our Facebook was the green box in the neighborhood.
Talk to him. Yes, sir.
Facebook, man, and when we did get adjusted to a little bit of technology, I'm gonna take you back real quick, Ace. People don't know, before the Instagrams and the TikToks, we started off with Vine. You remember Vine?
I remember Vine, bro.
We had the Vine, like do it for the Vine, you know what I'm saying? But you need to just get redeveloped, over the years, because I'm pretty sure in the next 4 or 5 years there'll be something else better than Instagram, better than TikTok. But even though that's what the world thrives on, I'm active on them. I'm not really into the TikTok thing. Some people telling me, I should do more cook videos and stuff there. So that might be coming soon. But Instagram, I'm very active. Recently, when I've been on this journey and posting stuff for the book, I have got a lot of attraction, a lot of attention, and you have to know how to engage with the people there into these different lanes or different worlds, tapping into the vegan world there, into the healthy journey world. The thing is, people always want these followers and everything, but you have to follow as well. You want to know what's going on. And, man, recently, man, I just went and I followed over 100 chefs, whether they certified, homemade, pop up today, because you never know what you're going to learn. And, I received a lot of love back.
Man, we all just want to be happy, man. Like, I know money is important. Fame and popularity and status and all that's important for a lot of us, man. But deep down inside, man, if you found true happiness in life and when you woke up, you were ultimately like filled with joy, a lot of those other things, man, would just fall to the wayside.
Don't even matter.
You know what I'm saying? But, man, because ultimate joy is what we're searching for. We think we mask it with money and fame and all that, man, but you can have all of those things. You can have all the money in the world and be miserable. True joy is waking up and looking at your life that you've led thus far, being proud of it, and then being proud to go and live life throughout the day and go through your ups and downs. Have your choices, man, because each day is a gift. So if we unpack it as that gift that we are blessed to have, we're all given choices. You know what I'm saying? Especially with food, you given a choice to eat. You eat something, man, I didn't like what I just ate, man. I kind of overindulged. The good thing about it, man, in a couple of hours, man, you're going to get hungry again. So
Yeah.
you have an ability to make a better
And
choice that time.
yes, and that's when the dangerous part come into it. What you indulging in, and
Absolutely.
everything is in the moderation. You know, everything is in moderation. This is why when you're on a healthy journey and you get with some of these personal trainers and reading up on, you know, healthy is portion control.
Yeah.
You know, that's one big thing right now. You know, with me is portion control, more vegetables than protein, etc. Trying to cut out starches, and trust me, I know it's hard. It's hard, but you know, as you work on it every day, you get better and better if you put your mind to it. And that's one thing about me. When I put my mind to something, I get it done. Like I said, it might not be overnight, but when they say it's a will is a way, you can do it. Man, listen, I come from a background where they say, you know, hey, he's special ed, he's in special ed classes, he can barely read, he can barely spell. And I put out a cookbook, man, today. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can overcome everything, man, and just do what you want to do in life. Don't never let nobody tell you can't do it, because you can. You know,
Yes, you
kids
can.
that I deal with on a daily basis, oh, I can't do it, or I can't do this homework. No, you can, because others have done it.
All right, Mr. Motivator. All right, I love it, brother. I mean, you took a little line out of the head of Be Great Guys a little bit, man. You made me feel something, brother. I love that.
Love what you and your team doing over there, Ace. It motivates me. You know, I think the other day you put up one about when people talk about, you know, they can't exercise or whatever. He was like, well, your next lunch break, just walk around your parking lot of your job. Take that 20, 30 minutes, that brisk walk or that speed walk. It makes a difference. You know,
Absolutely.
you might not do an intense workout, but you got your body flowing. You got the nerves in your body moving, the blood flowing. And it just hit me like that's so simple. You know what? I got up and I walked around my block a couple of times by the house.
Salute
You know,
to that, bro. Yes, sir.
I didn't have to put workout clothes on. You know, none of that. I just went ahead and took the walk, man. I'm like, man, listen, H, he was on to something right there. You know, people don't think about it like that. Everybody in the world drives differently. Nobody drives the same in the world.
That's a one-liner. I like that. I mean, I was going to ask you, what can you say to the audience about just persevering, man, and trying to be your best self, man? But you already said it. I mean, you said it so perfectly, man. It's just, it doesn't matter what life has dealt you, said about you, what was tried to be diagnosed over your life. Man, none of that matters, man. If you have something in your heart, something that's in your mind and in your spirit, you can do it. You have to tell yourself that you're worth it. Tell yourself that I'm powerful and I can get this done. No matter how long it may take to learn it, I can learn it, because when you look back, you're going to say, man, I wish I would have spent that time doing that. Man, I wish. No, don't worry about what you wish you would have done. Do it now.
Other sayings that, you know, I live by, you know, what I do today, I won't have to do tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Why would I wait to start tomorrow when I could just do it today? I know the grind never stops is one of our brands.
Absolutely.
And that's all around the world. You know, the grind never stops in any field that you live in, any field that you work in. Like your brand, and you involve your kids, man. And, you know, people don't understand that if we don't teach the kids, they'll never know.
Absolutely,
if we don't
man.
instill it in them, they'll never know. And this is why I think, you know, from our generation age and thinking about our parents and stuff, they put certain traits in us. And they probably was worried from time to time. But, you know, I think if they look at us now, they like, wow, look at my son. Look at my sons, you know. And my mom says all the time, you know, you could call her mom just like I call your mom, man. And
absolutely,
like, you done came a long way, boy. You done came a long way, you know. And it's one of the things is, you know, my mom has said it all the time, you know, coming up, but for her to call me on FaceTime and have my book in her hand and for her to tell me she's proud of me, it just felt different.
It hits differently, man, when somebody that's been with you from the mud and knows you and had you It's a beautiful thing, man. It's something that you know that we all have people in our lives that we know without a shadow of a doubt. If we close our eyes, cross our hands, and fall back, they will catch us 100% of the time.
Every time.
Every time, without even a doubt. You just close your eyes. You can fall back right now. You know she'll be there. She'll 500 miles away, but you know she'll be there.
Mom Dukes is pulling up, man. I didn't have it, man.
100% of the time.
It's about a month ago, man. I just was having a bad day at work, man. I had a bad week and was just talking to my mom on the phone like I usually do. Yeah. And I'm thinking she going to a church event the whole time. I'm on the phone with her and we talk 30, 45 minutes at a time, you know. She's driving to Charlotte, North Carolina from Virginia. And off the phone, she's like, oh, before you go, why don't you open the door and hug your mama? So the whole time we're on the phone all day, she's driving from Virginia here to Charlotte. And literally gives me a hug, H, and gets back in the car and drive home, man.
Yeah.
You know, true warrior. I call her a road warrior, man.
Absolutely.
You know, it just hit me different. Like my mom's did that. People couldn't believe it. People like, oh, your mom did that and she went back. Yeah, she got something to do. You know, my mom is a healthcare giver. She's also a published author more than one time. So, you know, she got her own lane that she drives. And I told you, everybody drives differently. Yeah. So, you know, she had to drive back and get back in her lane or her driver's seat and go for what she know, man.
I mean, we have countless stories of moms, man, pulling up and cooking and just the times that City View life, man, and how we were all down and out. Yeah. And then moms will come up and just make a whole Thanksgiving meal in July. Like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like
nothing, bro. Like nothing. Everybody eats,
take me to the Compare Foods. Y'all just sit down and I got you. You know what I mean? Y'all don't cook. Y'all cook enough in school. Y'all go downstairs, shoot pool, be in the studio, do what y'all do, and then come back in a couple of hours and I got you. A different life. When they saw us coming, it wasn't just they saw Chef Jackson or they saw H or they saw Lou or they saw Kurt. It was the team. The team came and went everywhere. Definitely. We sat on Cedar Street. We sat outside. It was 20 of us at one time. It won't just one.
Yeah.
It won't just be wheels. It won't just.
It was a unit, man.
It was a unit. We went to the dining hall together. Yeah. We went to party together.
Class together.
Yeah, we went to class together. 100%, bro. It's so cool to be able to go through that life, man, and have that life of culinary education, and to now 20 years later, man, just to be in the game, still in the game. You a published author now, man. Take 5 is such a beautiful book. Love how you conveyed your message in this book, man. It's so eloquent. It's concise and it's simple, man. And it's the simplicity of it is so powerful, brother, because now everybody can understand it. It's not overly complicated. You didn't put a lot of culinary jargon in there that people don't really understand. You made it simple for the common reader.
With that being said, you know, that's on what you say. Hey, be great, guys.
Yeah,
you know, be great at what you do in life. You know, and this is part of what can come about of you being in life. You know,
absolutely.
And part of my journey just I just had to give the people a little special touch of me within the book, you know. And we also about taking 5. That's why the back picture on there is me literally on the line at the job eating.
Taking a minute,
You know, taking a minute and this wasn't even a planned picture. Our server took this of me one day when we was at work and you know it was a long day. And she said, "Oh, you're finally eating," because she kept asking me why I wasn't eating.
Man, how can we find you on social media?
Man, social media, Sous Chef _Jackson. You can find me. Like I say, I'm active, and I do follow back. I do DM back any questions on where to get the book. I mean, of course, the link is in my bio and links and things like that. The link will be here underneath here. You know, when the video come out. I like to engage with the people. Give me your feedback, whether it's negative or positive. If it's negative, I want to make it better. You know, one thing in the world that we do as people, when something we don't like, we never tell the person who's putting out the product. Get better at that, because they don't know that it's not good.
Absolutely.
If you find an opportunity or alley to let someone know that something wasn't right when you had an experience, let them know. So give them a chance to make it right. I'm a big firm believer in second chances. So if you came to eat at my restaurant and you didn't have a good service or good food, let us know so we can make it right. It doesn't necessarily mean the server is bad. It means the server has been taught correctly.
Chef, I am so happy that you took some time out, man, to hang out with us today. And I know you're busy. I know you have so much going on, man. And for you to spend an hour or spend time with us, man, is truly an honor. And I thank you for just being here with us, man, having a conversation, man, learning a lot about you, man, what you're doing, all the amazing things you're doing here in this world, man. And keep doing your thing, man. Keep shining light. Keep showing people that you can be your best self, man. And you're doing that through your honesty and your transparency. And it all took place in your Take 5 cookbook, man. So salute to you, brother. I thank you so much for this time, man. I truly appreciate this time for you, man. I really do.
I really appreciate it, man. Everybody that's tuned in, man, make sure you tap in with the wellness over there. Follow, share. What people don't know, they don't know. So let's let it be known.
Absolutely. I love that, man. Salute to you, boss.
All right now. Appreciate you, baby.